Good afternoon, audience, on a lovely, lovely Saturday afternoon. My name is Gummy Worms with good friend and co-commentator,
Sprout.
and we are bringing you yet another edition of Community Saturdays. For those of you not aware, Community Saturdays is a day where Sproutt and I take a couple games from the good Learn Dota 2 community, or just wherever, really, even on YouTube, and we cast it with a sense of more of a tutorial look. We analyze more so the plays, we analyze the picks, we analyze how the person plays and how they want to get better. So again, a little less castery, a little more tutorial-y, and if that's something you don't want, you might as well just stop the video. But please watch anyway. All right, Sprout, who sent us this game?
That would be Pixel7 off. I don't know if he was actually on the Learn to Dota subreddit, probably. He emailed me.
Ja.
And he's the Omni Knight.
All right, and if I remember correctly, he just sort of wants general analysis.
Also, he wants decision making. He wants to see if his decisions were correct, and just general play.
Alrighty. All right, we're going to lift the veil here. Sprout, if you want to press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, and play. And we're getting right into it. So let's just start with the lineups here. We're going to start with the Dire. This isn't the side Pixels on, but let's start with the Dire anyway. We got the Pudge, Batrider, Warlock, Pugna, and Gyrocopter. So decent lineup on the Dire side. I kind of like the sort of Batrider Gyrocopter there. I mean, Pudge is just a little son of a bitch, regardless of how he plays. So, an interesting lineup, a pretty fair lineup for the Dire side at the very least.
Lacking support.
Sort of,
other than the Warlock.
You got the Warlock. The Pugna can sort of pick up a support role.
He prefers carrying because he pushes.
Exactly. No. I mean, you're correct. But Pugna is one of those heroes that can rely on his spells for a while.
Yeah.
Before he, needs stuff. Anywho, on the Radiant side, though, we have the Lion, Templar Assassin, Wraith King, Kunkka, and Omni Knight. So a little bit of a more balanced lineup, I guess. You have the Omni Knight, you have the Lion. They're kind of more fat supports.
Yeah.
They do need a bit of gold, especially the Omni Knight in some respects. Lion, he benefits from items. If he gets an Aghanims and things like that, he really does sort of, he can sort of steamroll a little bit with just a few items. Aghanims, Force Staff, maybe on the Yules or a Scythe of Ice. Mechanism definitely on him. But with Omni Knight, Omni Knight's a bit of an interesting choice here, in the sense that Omni Knight is a very mana-hungry hero, but he has a lot of nuke potential.
He's already sitting on a Soul Ring recipe.
Yeah. So Soul Ring incoming. A very typical opening build for the Omni Knight, especially if you look at these items here. The 2 Iron Branches, bonus stats there. He's got his survivability here. He's not really building as a support right now. He is building more of this, this sort of 4 position, maybe even the off lane position. That's the way, if I'm not mistaken.
It's more of the off lane build. Yeah, that's right.
So he doesn't have the wards. Batrider here getting in that early harass with a whole bunch of sticky napalm strikes, just stacking on that Wraith King. Wraith King getting 4 stacks there. Pudge taking the first blood. Wraith King's going to go down pretty hard here. Good purification. Might be too little too late though. That Batrider's going deep and he gets the kill.
Yeah.
So good purification, but honestly, when the Batrider already has 5 stacks of sticky napalm on your Wraith King there's not much you're gonna do.
No.
But it was a good play. Batrider's he's super aggressive. He's, as we mentioned many times in our regularly scheduled games, he's one of the best offlaners right now.
He is. I think he is still the best offlaner. I don't really truly remember. Oh no, he is 100% pick ban again.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so when you're going up against the Batrider, you really gotta just you gotta kind of get ganks going, you gotta just zone him out the best you can, except it's hard, because Sticky Napalm is just incredibly just powerful.
He's a good one to go wand against, to be honest, because he does spam that Sticky Napalm.
Exactly.
When you play up against him mid or play him up against one-on-one in an off-lane situation, you always have to pick up that wand, because that's going to save your life more often than not, to be honest.
Yeah. And again, that sticky napalm is extremely powerful, especially if you have a Batrider who's basically just really good. If you have a Batrider who's played Batrider and he knows what he's doing, it's hard to counter up against. Anyway, but back to you real quick. Yeah, you're going for that Soul Ring, a very typical pickup for the Omni Knight there. The thing with Omni Knight is he's a very tanky support. He needs tank to just sit in the middle and let his degen aura basically do its work. And if you don't have that tank, you're just going to kind of melt. And that degen aura isn't going to get its work off. Your Guardian Angels are really good. It's actually, now that I'm kind of looking at this lineup, Omni Knight probably wasn't your best pick for this particular lineup. When you look at Pugna, you look at Warlock, that's a lot of magical damage coming in, and your Guardian Angel only blocks right-click physical damage. So it's really only going to stop the Pudge and the Gyrocopter for a little bit. As far as the Sticky Nape, or as far as the Batrider is concerned, he doesn't really need to right-click. He can wait the 5, 6, 7 seconds for your ult to go away, and then come in with right-click, so...
Yeah, but also he has Repel, which blocks most magic, anyways.
Yeah, he does have Repel, but it's a single target, right? So
it's a single target, but it's at least something.
Yeah. Again, it's not Omni Knight isn't the worst choice, but when you kind of look at their lineup, the dire lineup that is, it's definitely, you can see that Omni Knight might not have been the best choice, but again, still a solid choice if you can work him right. Purification is pure damage, and not only that, it's a very quick nuke heal. Yep. So, you heal 90, 180, it's high heal, and then it does that much in damage as pure damage, meaning that, you completely avoid magical resistances. So again, a decent nuke if you can swing it right.
I actually like that due to the fact that Batrider blindly pulls people in most cases, especially if you're not playing
Batrider getting a little cocky here, tower hits coming in, Wraith King, he needs one more Wraithfire. Wraithfire's coming up, can he do it? Yes, he can. One more right click will finish him off there. Unfortunately, he is going to die, but he took out the Batrider.
I don't think it's entirely worth it, because now Pugna can actually just Nether Blast the...
Yeah. So, and this is the thing with Pugna. A good Pugna player is just going to push your towers all day long.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he took that first tower before 5 minutes, which is incredibly impressive.
Yeah. But Omni Knight rotated mid, and then Ancient Camp, and now mid again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's just he's trying to get his things up. Unfortunately, his last hits is only 2.
Yeah.
You're spending a lot of time rotating, and unfortunately, you're not getting last hits. So every position should know how to last hit. This isn't just something specifically for carries. I know I've been working on my last hits a lot recently, but mind you, that's because
yelling at you.
That's because I play a lot of one position. So that's obviously something I benefit from. But every position should know how to last hit. Like, even when I play my supports, like Crystal Maiden and Lich, I'm still pretty decent with my last hits. So something you might want to work on there, Pixel, is just last hitting. You're only at 3, mind you. You have been spending a good amount of time rotating.
Radiant's top tower
But
is under attack.
rotating gives you nothing. You spend all your time.
Well, unless you get a gank off, but he doesn't have any hard CC, and the only lanes that have hard CC are... Oh, there's a Pudge.
Yeah, Pudge is waiting. He was waiting. I will say you actually had fairly good positioning against the Pudge.
Yeah.
How you were sort of putting yourself between where you thought the Pudge was and the creeps. While you didn't have specific vision on him, you still put yourself between where you think Pudge might have come from.
Yeah.
So good positioning, especially against Pudge. You want to keep an eye out because fuck Pudge.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, I just like Pudge too.
Yeah, Pugna is basically just getting free push here. He's getting, or sorry, not free push. Let me rephrase slightly. Uncontested push.
Yeah.
I read a thing real quick tangent here. Read a thing on Reddit. Apparently people don't like it when casters say like, "Oh, look at him get that free farm" or whatever. It's like, what? Whatever. So I'll try and use the word uncontested a little more.
Why? Why don't they like whatever?
Because I don't know. Look, I don't care. I thought it was stupid too, but I see some merit to what they were saying, but it's still stupid. Anyway.
Whatever. They just want it to sound smarter, so it's uncontested from now on.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Back to today's
I just
regular...
heard Pudge's ult while I'm like looking at Omni. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. Back to today's regularly scheduled game. I kind of want to start playing Pudge now that I've been quick casting more.
Yeah. It's a lot more fun.
I want to kind of play as Pudge. Anywho, So right off the bat, you know, if we look at your items, you're going with that very standard build. The only problem I'm seeing right now is you're spending too much time roaming, which is actually starting to basically cause you to fall behind constantly. You're not, and well, not only that, you're roaming and not securing kills, which is what's killing you. You know, unfortunately, your allies are sort of not necessarily feeding the Pudge per se, but they definitely aren't helping. We'll say that much.
Yeah, exactly.
Under attack.
And not only that, they're just playing a little better. I mean, that Bat Rider clearly knows what he's doing. He's playing very aggressively.
Dodges the hook somehow. That actually looked like it was supposed to hit.
Into the gyro.
Yeah.
Heal yourself. Yeah! Yeah!
Well done. That was
that was a good heal.
For what could have happened there, that was probably the best outcome possible.
Yeah, do a little extra damage before you go.
Hey, he got a kill.
Yeah, no, he killed the gyro.
Yes.
So, it's worth.
Yeah,
sort of.
It got him a level, I think. No, it got him close, I would assume.
Yeah, so, you know, this is the problem. Like, looking at this enemy team, it's not so much that there's any specific fault here, but it's very obvious here we're seeing this team that just knows what they're doing, and they know what they're doing really well. You know, I look at this Bat Rider. He's incredibly aggressive. He's diving because he knows he's going to get the kill, and like you have this Pugna who he's aware of the game, he's aware of the map. He's pushing because he knows no one's going to contest him. You look at this Pudge, he's landing hooks, like he just landed another hook against the Templar Assassin, and now she's just kind of sitting in the rot there.
Well, it's because she was melded.
Yeah, no, it's going around there.
Good purification.
Kunkka is just taking damage for no reason.
Let's see.
A decent turnaround here, actually.
Nice.
Oh, that was nice.
Should have failed the TA though.
That was, yeah, that would have been probably the better move, but still, that was a nice move.
He still got a kill. There are 4 dead for the Dire.
Yeah. Again, I agree. Should have killed
And Warlock.
Oh, decent ult. Again, doesn't stop the magical damage, but stops them from right-clicking you. Yeah, that was still a good move, but yeah, you should have used it on the TA.
He could have repelled, I think. I don't know if it was up. But people get scared that repel's going to like wipe off their ultimate. It doesn't do that anymore. There is no correct combo for it. You can just use it. That was changed in actually 6.81. Which
was it?
Yeah, which is nice.
Oh, decent Kunkka combo there.
Yeah.
Landed a very good ult.
Very hungry TA.
Yeah, this TA is kind of, she just gets eaten.
Yes.
Nom. Going man mode against the Pudge. Not quite sure what his next items are going to be. I mean, he'd probably benefit from treads right now. Where are you? I lost you. Oh, you're over here. Okay. Benefit from treads. I mean, the unfortunate thing is just the enemy team is definitely playing a little better, and I'm just sort of seeing that off the top of my head. Yeah. And as far as items are concerned, I don't think there's that much of a disparity just yet between the two items. Like, they're still within comeback range.
Yeah.
The gold, though, kind of says a little bit different. They have about a 7k gold lead, the Dire does. XP, you're looking at about a 3k XP lead. So, you know, the Dire are winning. Obviously, they've taken 2 T1s, while the Radiant haven't taken a single T1 just yet. But I mean, you know, it's still early. You know, you should never really give up until about like the 30. Well, you should never give up ever. But you know, the 30-minute mark is when the game kind of gets decided. More often than not, let's say.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely played many games that get returned around at like the 40-45-minute mark.
Yeah. I've seen those too.
You know, I mean, it kind of angers me when I see people like just give up. They're like, "Oh, this game's stupid. I'm giving up." It's like, look here, motherfucker.
There are times where actually saying that you could still win is just fruitless and basically psychotic in some cases. Good pull through, by the way.
Good repel. Good repel. Yeah, going in. Not the best purification, but I see what
he
you're
tried
to
get the true damage on.
Yeah, I know. I saw what he was trying to do, but just
It was a
the whole Dire team is top, and the Radiant's missing one. And Lion, no! Oh, but it hits the Omni instead. Oh, good heal there.
Nice.
Yeah. If the Pudge is gonna initiate on you, you're gonna make him hurt.
Yep.
Not bad. Yeah, this line's going down. And you just this is sort of the problem with Omni, is that he doesn't quite have mana, which means you blow your load pretty quickly.
Yes.
Until you sort of build a few mana items. A lot of people recommend arcane boots as well. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. But, you know, again, whatever. And also, using Purification on, like, one creep, not worth it, ever. You know, maybe on, like, a group of creeps, like a wave of creeps, but on a single creep, don't Purify. Well, carry Warlock incoming.
Fair enough.
Radiant's bottom tower.
He's going
is under
Ags.
attack.
What's his name? Warlock is.
Yeah, he wants
And
that.
there's the
okay, so
arcanes,
picks up
just
the
after you
arcanes,
say.
and that's perfect. I mean, that's the other one. Treads are arcanes. It sort of depends on how you're going to later build the Omni Knight.
Yeah.
Get treads if you are going to build other intelligence items, like maybe a Force Staff to help with Omni Knight's positioning, because Omni Knight has no engage. He's up there with Zeus as in terms of positioning. So getting a Force Staff, basically, it gives you mana, it gives you some HP regen, but it also gives you that extra engage that you're looking for, too. It can get you in, it can get you out, or it can move people around. Decent finger on the line there. I just kind of looked up at that last second there. Decent finger. Didn't land the kill, but hey, he's trying.
Yeah.
He's helping, except now Lion's going to get smoked. Because Gyrocopter is a carry.
Back to the earlier game, like the earlier portion where you were rotating a lot, I wouldn't have rotated mid. I would have actually gone straight to the top, because at least there's a Lion and a Kunkka up there who could possibly combo their
There
abilities
we go.
for more life.
Woo! That was a good purification. Put it on the right person. This TA. Yeah! Woo! More purifications. Aw, misses the boat. That's okay. Man, yeah, yo, you know who to purify. This Batrider, though, getting stomped. Dismember on the Templar Assassin there. I know. Oh no, yeah, you're pretty weak. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to watch the game, see what's going on here. You're doing well, especially in these parts here. You're landing the purifies on the right people. You're just doing damage. And, I mean, you're being helpful. You're being helpful, and that's the key thing, especially as a support, right? Support's all about being helpful.
I'm helping!
Yeah, basically, I'm helping! Oh, there we go. Yeah. Omni Knight.
Solid idea.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, right there, that was a very good play on you. You definitely probably turned that fight to your favor, as well as, the rest of your team as well. But
he's Omni Knight.
But...
Sorry.
The purifications were solid. You're landing them well. You're using your ult more or less correctly. The unfortunate thing about Guardian Angel is that it doesn't really regen that much HP if you think about it. It's only really 25 HP a second, and at a 6-second duration, you're really only regenerating 150 HP, if I'm doing my math correctly.
Yes, you are.
Which isn't a lot. Now, yes, it stops right-click damage, but when you're up against this lineup here that has a lot of magical damage, right? So you have Pudge's Rot, you have all of Pugna, you have Warlock. Gyrocopter is mostly physical, but he's got a couple magical things on him. His Rocket Barrage there. You got Batrider, so you have a lot of magical damage, and that makes your ulti a little less effective, because now you have to contend against decent X marks the spot there on the Kunkka. Unfortunately, it might be a little too late. No, that boat was a little far. Anywho, when you're up against a team that has a lot of this magical damage, you really gotta be careful when you pop that Guardian Angel, because they can still take away a lot of that health that you're supposed to be regenerating. Mm-hmm. So that's the sort of unfortunate thing about the Omni Knight with this particular lineup that you're up against. There's a lot of magical damage they can still do, which makes your ult less effective in the grand scheme of things.
And I don't entirely agree with this late wand pickup. It's 16 minutes in and you just picked up a wand, magic wand.
Yeah, at some point you have to abandon the wand and just start building into like big boy items. So build like, man, I don't know, I haven't played Omni in a while.
I don't play Omni. I think he lacks too much presence for me.
Radiant structures
Again, he's
are
better
fortified.
he's better if you build him as like a sort of off lane position,
Yeah.
like, or a semi carry. But the
Dire's
thing is,
courier
like,
has been killed.
now, like, he's not the best semi carry, and that's kind of the problem.
Yeah, because my thing is he lacks stun.
Yeah, he does.
He lacks lockdown, and all he is just resistances.
Yeah, his degen aura really helps.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, yeah, you're correct. Omni Knight doesn't have much presence.
But what's nice is his team. He has a stun on Wraith King. He's got possible stuns and knockups on Kunkka. He's got stuns, hexes on Lion. So they are making up for the fact that he has nothing. So he just makes sure that they're strong enough to continue in the fight. So it is actually really good in this lineup for his team, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I just don't like Omni Knight in
Dire's top tower
most
is under
cases.
attack.
So.
Yeah, I mean, Omni Knight has his place, right? Like,
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
Omni Knight, the fact that his purification does pure damage, I think is the only reason he's still picked at all. His stat gain is very mediocre. Like, he does get 2.65 strength a level, but the thing is that sort of lends credence to my whole statement that Omni Knight kind of makes a better off carry, right? You give him these big beefy items, you give him a little, you give him some armor, big beefy items,
Very
give him a
good
little
try.
intelligence, and you just waddle in and start purifying left and right.
That was a lovely repel on to stop the life drain.
Yep.
And also, good try on trying to keep that TA alive, but under tower with a Pudge
Dire's
and
top
like
tower
the enemy
is
team
under
there.
attack.
Honestly, just good try, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, he's helping.
Yeah, he's helping. Hashtag trying.
No. No. Never. Never, ever.
Wait, let's do this. Nice. Okay. So you're farming the jungle with the with the purification. Honestly, that's really good in my mind.
Well, it's also a very common strat, especially when he's got the soaring, and the purification is going to heal him
I think
anyway.
he just picked up a Basilius
He did. I don't know what that builds into off the top of my head. Besides
Aquila.
Vlad's.
and Aquila.
Vlad's as well.
Yeah.
Which that's potential as well, especially when you have the Wraith
Huh.
King. You have the Wraith King, you have the
Radiant's
Kunkka.
top
Vlad's would
tower
actually be a
has
very good choice. TA, I don't think gets the benefits from Vlad's.
She's a melee. The only reason that she has ranged is
Dire's
because
bottom
of
tower
her
is
side
under
blades.
attack.
Oh, is she considered a melee?
Yeah,
Even though-
she starts as a melee, dude.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying that. what I
I'm
was
going
trying
to look
ask.
this up.
Yeah, what I was trying to ask is that
Dire's bottom tower
if she
is
has
under
side
attack.
blades, does that now make her does that consider her range as far as Vlad's is concerned? That's sort of the question I'm asking. Because Vlad's only works on melee. Which, again, now that's actually a good item with this particular lineup, because two of your carries, Wraith King and Kunkka, are melee. So you're now giving two of your carries a 15% damage boost, or I think 16% damage boost. And that's incredible. It's a good pickup, and it's an item that also benefits you, too. So it's something you can use to help you out that will also help out your carries. If this Wraith King were to turn around and stop being so goddamn focused on... Oh, gosh. Oh, this could be a big boat! Oh! Not as big as he was hoping, but still a decent boat. Good ulti on your part there. Now you're just going to push through this tower. Nothing's going to matter to y'all. Get in there. Are you going to purify? You got to get ahead of him a little bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dire's top
Uh-oh.
tower has fallen.
The dream is real.
Yeah, nothing.
Missed the torrent. Decent purify. You guys got that T1 tower. Again, I saw exactly what you were going for, but it's a shame that it didn't work. And Dan has gone silent.
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading things.
Okay.
It doesn't say that it doesn't work.
Okay. I don't know. We'll see in a minute, because I think he's picking up a Vlad's. That's really the only thing Basilius builds into that's worthwhile. He wouldn't want to get a ring, because frankly, that's nothing for him.
Yeah.
The Vlad's would be the better choice, is all. So we'll see. Oh, no, picked up a Void Stone now. The fuck are you doing?
He wants mana regen. Jeez.
I get, yeah, okay, yeah. Still, just, I don't really like split building. As a sort of, I mean, this is more so for me than anyone else. I mean, you play the way you want to play, but I like to build things in chunks, right? So, for example, like when I build, let's say, Helm of the Dominator, I don't finish it into a Satanic right away, because Helm of the Dominator is a good enough item to start with. Same with a Daedalus, right? I'll build it in chunks, in the sense that I'll build the Crystallis first, and then I'll finish off the Daedalus later. I wouldn't, for example, just buy like a broadsword and then move on to Helm of the Dominator. I would probably finish my Crystallis before I moved on to Helm of the Dominator. And so when I see a Ring of Basilius, which in my mind should be going into a Vladimir's, and then I see him picking up a Void Stone, it just makes me go, what are you doing? Because now I want to know, like, what is he doing? Like, why are you split building like this? You know, yeah, you're right with the mana regen. Like, now he's sitting at about 4.4 mana regen per second, which is really good, really strong. But, you know. Alright, jumping in on this fight here. In comes a boat. Is it a big boat? Hits the Warlock. X marks the spot in the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter kind of getting a little effed in the A here. Kunkka picking it up. You got caught out there a little. Unfortunate. You know, my condolences, but hey. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're up against a Pudge.
Miles away.
Pudge just, yeah.
Dire's middle tower
He's got incredible potential. He's got incredible positioning, and he can move everyone out of position, and that's the problem. The only good thing about Pudge is that he has no armor to save his life. He has 3 armor right now, and he's at level 11. This TA is just chasing him down.
God, I hope we find out, because it's not actually recorded anywhere if she benefits from Vlad's. Ah, wait! She benefits from... 1 second. Oh, okay, no. She benefits from Wraith King's lifesteal.
Yeah, grants a variety of bonuses to nearby allies. Lifesteal bonuses from Vladimir's or only affect melee units.
Yeah, but she's technically classed as a melee unit.
Well, so again, I'd like to find out too, because this is a question I don't know the answer to.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know.
God, that's annoying. Why is it not recorded anywhere?
Well, because maybe we're just idiots.
Maybe.
And that this is actually a really common, like, this is, like, not an answer worth talking about, because of course everyone knows what it is. Alright, something I want to point out real quick that has nothing to do with your play specifically, but just sort of as a team. The Dire have wards, man. Now, you guys have a couple in decent positions here. Mind you, they're kind of starting to... Oh, no, this one's fresh. Anywho. But the Dire have wards, and now this is something you kind of need to be paying attention with, especially with a Pudge on the board. You really want to be counter warding as often as you can. So checking the common ward spots for wards, because, well, basically... Pudge is a motherfucker. Like, and if they have a Pudge, they probably have a lot of... Well, there's a good chance they have a lot of wards. And that means that, you know, they're going to be just taking you guys... Like, they're going to be warding so Pudge has vision. Mainly because Pudge needs vision to do anything. Not bad. This Kunkka is actually playing really well.
Yeah, the TA is not... Omni's playing pretty well.
Omni's playing well. The TA is too hungry.
Yeah,
She just keeps jumping in. And not, like...
Jesus.
Anyway, she just keeps jumping in, and she's not really doing anything about it. Nice, decent hiding position. You almost got messed up there, but the Pudge was a second late on that hook there.
I swear, I'm hopeful that he goes Vlad's. I want to see this. Wait, I
know.
can check.
Whew, just coughing here.
Ah, that hurts.
Coughing like a coughing.
He doesn't go Vlad's.
Hoeing confirmed. That's all.
God damn it.
Carrying on. He doesn't go Vlad's? Damn it.
He doesn't go Vlad's.
All right,
we're gonna just have to test this.
Yeah, I was just about to say we're gonna test this later.
Yeah.
Oh well. But so far, I mean, you know, man, this game's actually a lot closer than I was expecting. Slight gold lead for the Dire, but at this late in the game, that's not a gold lead worthwhile. Radiant, though, stomping back into the XP lead here. I can't remember if he won this game or not, but that's okay. We don't care if you win or lose. We just like
telling
casting.
you the answer to that one.
That's fine. We just like casting.
I just love how glowy Kunkka's sword is.
Yeah, I don't know what weapon that is.
I don't know. I'll check.
Anywho. So
it's the Neptunian.
Oh! Wraith King dodging these Pudge hooks like a motherfucker.
Bye bye, bitch. Bye bye. Sorry, that's the Wraith King's name.
Yeah, no. I kind of get a slight enjoyment out of that too. But I mean, so far, you know, we're looking at it like. Looking at the kills here, you know, we're talking about how shitty TA is playing, but I mean, she does have 10 kills, 11 deaths, but that's the problem.
10 kills, 11 deaths.
She has 11 deaths. Looking at her last hits, that's nothing either.
Yeah.
She's only sitting at 57, so she's not even last hitting. In comes this huge fight. Purification! Purification!
Middle tower
Oh, it was on cooldown. It was on cooldown. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it was.
Actually, no, that was a good play.
It
Don't
was
purify.
fine, yeah, it's slow.
No, but don't purify. You want the Wraith King to have his slow.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, jeez. Why? Why are you
so-
so dumb?
Why? Because I don't play Omni Knight.
See, even Omni Knight knew not to purify. Jeez.
Look, man, it's in the heat of the moment. I know what I'm doing.
Sure.
All right.
Shots fired.
If we look at your build real quick, I mean, you're starting to build. And now, this is in my opinion. You're starting to build a little weird. Like you have the Basilius, which I don't quite know what you're building that into anymore.
I want parts of everything.
Yeah, and like that's sort of, I don't want to say it's a problem, but it's one of those things that like
You're not benefiting from the
You're-
tier 4 items, such as like a Yule's or like a Vlad's or a. I don't even think those are tier 4. I'd call those like tier 3, but you know what I mean, like the higher level.
Well, basically, you're not benefiting from the sum of their parts.
Yes.
Like, yes, you get that sort of brief stat boost, but that's basically it. You're not really getting anything else. So, like, you know, when you look at the bracers, for example, yeah, you're getting some strength, some agility, some intellect, but it's not that great if you were to build that into, like, let's say, well, I guess drums is really the only thing you build it to. If you were to build it into drums, you get so much more out of it for just that little bit of extra gold.
He's getting a Yule's.
Yeah, he is getting an Yule's, but you know that's fine. Like that's finally starting to build something. I think what actually has happened is he bought a Ring of Protection for reasons, I think, and then he bought the Sage Mask, and that made the Basilius, because Basilius can be disassembled.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I just remembered this now. So I think he bought the Basilius for the boost. Man, game is hard. Game is hard. So yeah, I think he's gonna disassemble the Basilius once the courier's nearby.
No, he's not.
No?
No, he's not. I can tell you he ends the game with a Basilius.
Dire's top tower
Oh.
is under attack.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm too next level for you, son. Good repel. Yeah, put the
I don't
repel
know,
on
he's
the
learning.
TA.
He's learning. It's okay.
Put the repel on the TA so the fucking gyro thing does dick all. Yeah, buddy. It's gonna be close, but he could totally put a repel on that lion.
Is under attack.
Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, not bad. Uses the purification in a good way. I mean, again, you didn't really save your ally, but that's okay.
But 2 ults were used to get the lion, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And it was the gyro ult
Dire's
and
bottom
Pudge
tower
ult.
has fallen.
Pudge ult is pretty low cooldown though, so.
Yeah, that's the thing.
God, this game is so bloody. He was right.
Yeah, right now it's at 37 to 30, 67 kills in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just lots of, man, this is fucking like straight up European Dota.
Dire's
It doesn't
bottom
help that this
tower
TA
under
is like
attack.
thirsty as fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, she is.
Heyo!
Nice, nice.
Oh!
Oh my
Whoa!
god.
TA got the
Auto
right
tag
click off.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was a really good Yules, actually. That was a good use of Yules. You still
Yeah,
got
exactly.
Is under
While
attack.
she was decrepified or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, good Yules. I mean, yeah, like your play is really solid. I mean, again, I don't quite know what skill bracket you're at, nor do I really care. But like you're playing really well. You're using your items effectively. I mean, you know, you kind of need to work on your spells a little bit. There's been a few moments where you've used weird purifications. You could have repelled. Like, I mean, right there was perfect. You used it on yourself, and that was fucking Gucci as fuck.
Gucci as fuck.
Gucci as fuck.
I've never actually heard that saying before.
My buddy Spen, his name is Gucci.
I know his
in this
name's Gucci,
game.
but
and just like he's imparted that phrase into my fucking mind.
Nice.
Also, if I didn't have a sense of professionalism behind me, I'd slowly change my name to Versace. But I have a sense of professionalism behind me, so I'm not calling myself Versace.
Okay, fine.
Anywho,
No, please no.
Versace. Okay, we're going back to this game.
Ugh.
My other thing too, I think I'm not gonna call it my complaint, but my other thing I kind of want to sort of bring up is just your item build. like it's a solid build, but the thing is, you're starting to build the sum of the parts, right? You know, by now you probably want to ditch that Soul Ring. You definitely want to get rid of that Magic Wand and the Basilius. You either want to build that into a Vlad's, which especially with this lineup would really benefit your team, or you'd want to just ditch it and get something that would benefit you wholly. A Heaven's Halberd is actually a decent support item for you because you can use it to disarm there. If you're really, really, really winning, fucking go for an Abyssal Blade. Why not? That's also a decent support item. Drums is something you should definitely consider. Mechanism, Pipe of Insight, two other things you should definitely consider.
On support though, I would actually prefer
The Heaven's Halberd.
yeah, due to the fact that it gives you evasion as well, so that causes the enemy team to actually have to build an MKB.
Yeah. Well, maybe not have to build an MKB.
Not
the
have to, but
evasion's
if
not
enough
that.
people go evasion, they have to. You can force them. You can force a build.
Yeah, the evasion's not that great that it would require an MKB, but yes, you are correct. It would make it more beneficial for them. But anywho, but other than that, like I mean, there's not really too much to say. You're playing well. You know your spells well enough that you're using them pretty effectively. You're definitely using your skills, or sorry, not your skills, your items very effectively more often than not. You had a couple cheeky plays there with the Ayul Scepter. But other than that, I mean, there's...
TA, what are you doing? Anyways, what I wanted to say was, if you're going to rotate as much as you did, play someone with a stun in the early game. That's about it. Just when you rotate, you probably need a stun or rotate to a lane with a stun. But that's going to come with time. That's going to come with, oh, I know this hero. This hero doesn't have a stun. I'm not going there. But yeah, it's you need a stun if you're going to rotate.
Oh shit, what was there? I don't know. He sold something. I just forgot what was there. Picked up a point booster.
Let me see.
I wasn't paying attention. He sold something in the bottom right corner.
Void Stone.
The mysteries renew me.
What?
Void Stone.
No, that went into his Eul's.
Wait, what the hell was there?
I don't know. He sold something though. He got a whole bunch of gold. Well, 262. Still has his Basilius, still has Magic Wand. I don't know. Fuck if I know. God damn it. Just, not important. We can figure it out later. Anywho, picks up the point booster. Not bad. You don't really benefit from Aghanims that much. You kind of do. 2 extra seconds. But again, with this particular lineup, 2 seconds isn't that great. Holy! This Batrider wasted his ulti on an illusion.
Nice.
Oh, good illusion play. I saw him pick up the rune, and I guess the Batrider just made a gamble, and gambled wrong.
Who picked up the illusion?
Omni.
Nice.
Yeah, that was nice. Kunkka, by the way, has his crit stick. He's going for a second Battle Fury.
He just wants to cleave everything, and then everything behind it.
Oh, this Pudge. This Batrider. The degen aura's up. The hooks are real. But I think he realized his mistake a little too quickly. In comes the boat. In comes X marks the spot. Down goes this Pudge. Purify. Yeah. Damage. Yeah. Well, he tried to path. Forgot there were trees.
It's okay.
Man, trees are the worst.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
That's why I always carry a Quelling Blade or Tango, so I can just destroy all the trees.
I carry a Quelling Blade up until 72 minutes.
Because I fucking hate trees.
Fuck trees.
But no, seriously, no, I don't. I don't think that's smart in any way.
No, God no. You should get rid of your Quelling Blade by about the 20-minute mark. If that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he did get pulled in by the Pudge. In comes a huge boat. That's actually a huge boat. Yeah, no, this Kunkka's come online.
Yeah.
This is exactly what's happening. This Kunkka's online. Wraith King is just really meaty.
Yep.
So that's kind of... He's got armlet. Well, he's just meaty.
Yep.
I mean, fuck. Yeah, I'm starting to see where this game's starting to go in their favor.
Yeah.
GG, Kunkka. GG.
Well, GG everyone except for the TA.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Wait, sorry?
I'm going to say GG for the Radiant team, but for everyone except for the TA.
Well, the TA did alright, but she dived too deep.
Well,
she got very hungry.
Middle tower is
Aghanims on the Omni.
Global
Oh,
Ultimate.
that's why. Okay, and affects building. Okay, never mind. Sorry. So, my mistake. I think that got patched, didn't it?
Yes, it
did. Yeah, that's why. So yes, before you have very minimal reason to get it, but now, oh, I'm not yawning.
Also, 10 seconds on the duration.
So that's the thing. Before you really didn't have much of a reason to get it, but now.
Taking that tower like an Omni Knight.
But now in 6.8, you actually do have a reason to get it, because it's just it's awesome. It basically does so much.
Yes, it's so much more now.
It's basically like a glyph of fortification, but better.
Oh my god, I love that. You try to go help and you just turn around and then start tanking the tower again because you can't.
Why not? But yeah, I mean, good game overall. Nothing too crazy, it's not like you were terribly bad. You did have a really rough early game.
Yeah,
but that's because you were basically up against an incredibly aggressive Batrider, and that's hard to go up against. Batrider, I mean, again, a really good Batrider is just gonna fucking shred you apart.
Yeah.
But other than that, not bad. GG. Good game. Thank you for sending it. I mean, there's really not much left to talk about, unless Sprout. Do you have some words of wisdom?
No. Just rotate where stuns are. That's about it.
And
build full items. Like, don't just get the parts. If it's on the first page, don't stay on it for too long. If it's on the basics, don't stay on it. Go to something else. That's about it, yeah. And now they're fountain diving because, because that actually reduces fountain damage pretty well. Your ultimate.
Yeah, well, I mean the fountain damage. No, fountain damage. I'm not sure what kind of damage that is, but yeah, this is just you guys are winning. Hashtag winning.
It's regular damage.
Okay.
It's 194 regular damage, apparently.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Sorry, I'm listening to Pier and Flax play the harmonica.
God. Alright, but hey, man. Good game. That Kunkka came online at the right moment.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, so your play was fine. Really nothing crazy to talk about. You weren't offensively bad. You did have a really rough early game, which is totally acceptable, especially when you look at what you were up against that early game. But your team held on, and Kunkka got fat.
Yep.
So that's really it. But thank you. Thank you again for sending it in. I hope you maybe glean some insight there, and hopefully, you will be better for it in the long run. Anything else? I don't know. That's really all I could say.
No, all I can say is thank you for the sending it the submission.
Yeah, man, it was great. So my name is Montgomery Worms,
and I've been Sprout,
and this has been another edition of Community Saturday. A second game will be up in a couple hours, guys. So until then, just maybe go play a quick game, have some fun, but come back. We like seeing you. Maybe, kinda, sorta. I don't know. Play more games. I'm out.
Bye.
Bye.